Hey guys, Wet Movie 1 back here again, and it's time to go hoard up. Are you guys ready? I know I sure am. Today's the day Star Wars The Last Jedi comes out on Blu-ray and DVD and 4K and all that kind of stuff. I believe Best Buy and Target and maybe even Walmart may be having their own little exclusive editions of this film today. I got this one a week or two ago to review. If you guys want to see my unboxing and review video for this Blu-ray right here, check out the link in the description box below. But this is one of the ones that comes out today. But something else comes out today that's very, very special. So a movie that I really liked, and I'm not just saying it because I'm friends with the director of the film, but that is The Last Movie Star, starring Burt, Reynolds, Chevy Chase, Clark Duke, a whole bunch of really cool people. If you guys see this out there in your stores today, you guys like, real life dramas with a nice mixture of comedy in it, definitely get this one out there, guys, or at least get it on like Vudu and what have you. Guys need to check this one out, especially if you're a fan of Burt Reynolds or Adam Rifkin by by that matter. But this is another one that comes out today. But I'm gonna be hitting up the usual spots today, and maybe a couple of other little places, maybe. So come along with me. Well, guys, I was about to leave the house, and I got a knock at my front door, and I had a package right here. So I'm going to unbubble this for you real quick and see, what came today. For you guys who don't know, I work with some PR companies that, send out like DVDs and Blu-rays and things for me to talk about for my YouTube channel. So let's open this up and see what it is. Let's see. And the one is Insidious, The Last Key here on Blu-ray. This is the fourth installment of the Insidious franchise, of course, starring Lin Shaye. And I've been a fan, actually, of this franchise. The first one was really well done. I even have it autographed by Lin Shaye, who I worked with on the movie Chillerama. Well, I met her there, and I didn't really have any lines in that movie or anything, but I worked with her in that one. And this one right here, I haven't seen yet. This is the only one in the franchise I haven't checked out, but I'm definitely going to do so and probably review it and talk about it for you guys in my next Hoarding Up video. So, well, at my first location of the day, the local Goodwill, one of like 50 that are in my area. But this one I haven't been to for a while, so let's go on in, see if they changed anything out. Well, guys, in Goodwill right now, just taking a look at some of the DVDs and stuff that they have over here. I'm not really seeing anything like different or out of the ordinary like I usually say in these things, but I came across this right here that I haven't seen in a while. Remember when they used to put out like VHS tapes, but like in these little like not like clamshells, but like a little bit different than a clamshell. This is the October Sky one and everything. I remember they used to put out like Night of the Living Dead and like Dawn of the Dead in these like little like special edition kind of cases. Actually, they used to put out like American Pie and other movies like this towards the end of the VHS era and everything like that. Like these special edition kind of versions. But like this case right here, they only did like limited editions of like Anchor Bay stuff like this back in the day. You guys remember, or am I out of my mind right now? Well, guys, they pulled out a random cart, out of the door over here of like stuff that they're trying to put on the floor, like some records and everything like that, and some weird like picture frames. I was hoping there's gonna be some like DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff in here, but there is a little bit. All there is like the first 3 seasons of Lost here on DVD. But other than that, guys, Goodwill was a bust today. Didn't find anything out of the ordinary or out of print over here, so let's get out of here. Over at the next destination of the day, the local Best Buy. Man, right when you walk into Best Buy, they have a big old Star Wars display up here with a lot of the steelbooks. This is last time they put out the, what's it called, not Rogue One, but The Force Awakens, the steelbooks of them. They had a shit ton of them for like ever and ever, and it doesn't look like they're going to be running out of the Best Buy exclusive steelbook here. They have the 4K one. I believe they have like a Blu-ray one too. Here's some of the other stuff that came out today. iRobot Season 3.0 or what have you. I still haven't checked out this show yet, and there's the complete 5th season of The Americans here on DVD. Never seen the show in my life, but it could be a pretty decent thing if it went for 5 seasons so far. Alright, now I'm in the actual movie section itself, and it doesn't look like they're going to be running out of Star Wars The Last Jedi anytime soon. Copies everywhere up in this piece. And like I said, they have like the Blu-ray DVD digital copy combo pack steelbook right here, along with like the 4K one up in front. But it doesn't look like they have any copies of the last movie star that I see anywhere over here. But something else that came out today, I believe it was today, is Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. This is a DVD collection that features like 30 episodes from the series that lasted from 1979 to 2001. I used to watch the show all the time as a kid, and I believe in elementary school I used to play like an episode of this and Reading Rainbow back in the day. So like this is actually, I don't know, I'm really thinking about getting that, but $15? I believe Legion came out today, the complete first season here with like a cool little lenticular cover where everything's kind of like moving around, like busting out of someone's brain. A couple of friends of mine were saying it was kind of a decent show. I may give it a chance, one of these days. Kind of like I said, it's kind of disappointing that I don't see the last movie star anywhere. And then of course they have Robot Chicken, the Walking Dead special. Target, let's go, let's do this. Let's head on in there and see if they have any exclusives. Like I think they usually have digibooks in there of these ones, so let's see. Well guys, in Target right now, taking a look at the different editions that they may have of Star Wars The Last Jedi here. Of course the 4K one, and I believe this is the Target one right here, and this is like a really big, like thick kind of thing. You know what I mean? It looks like a trilogy, you know what I mean? Like the whole complete saga or something with the size of this thing right here. And I believe this one comes with like art cards and a 40-page booklet and everything like that, including exclusive images and everything. But look how thick that is. This is like the same size of like the complete saga set or something. That's really kind of nuts. And I believe this is like $27.99 too, but it's not the 4K one. You can get the 4K one for the same price, but this is, the artwork's kind of cool and everything, but it's just like, damn. But I could have sworn that Target would have had like a digibook version of this, not like a big, set kind of thing. This looks kind of cool though, Blu-ray, DVD, digital copy, and everything like that with all the same special features as the standard edition from what it looks like on the back here. But let's go to the back and see if they have the last movie star back there as I ponder on getting this, even though I already have the other one. Well guys, in the movie section right now, they have another display of the Star Wars The Last Jedi here. But when it comes to like the other new releases that are, being released today, I don't see the last movie star here either. But the other one that came out today was Acts of Violence starring Bruce Willis and everything like that. I haven't really watched any of his movies in a long time, like, newer-ish ones, because I don't know, they don't really seem interesting to me these days. At the last stop of the day, the local Walmart. Oh, it's windy as balls out. Let's get in there, see if they have any exclusives for Star Wars. Oh shit. Alright guys, in Walmart right now, take a look at the new release rack that they have. Of course they have all the Star Wars, The Last Jedi one, but the Walmart exclusive one that they have has like different cards that you can like slip into the case, to make it have, whatever character you want on it, instead of like having like different, editions of it, like different slip cases like they had for like the previous Star Wars ones. That's kind of a little different and cool. It makes it a little heavier and stuff, but that's kind of a cool little exclusive to have in there. I don't think there's any other special feature-wise difference. Just like, 6 different little movie covers in there, which is kind of cool. And of course, Jumanji, that was last week and everything. And here's the special one of the day, guys. I don't see the Blu-ray of it here, but The Last Movie Star, starring Burt Reynolds and Chevy Chase, directed by Adam Rifkin, is out now, man. Make sure you guys grab yourself a copy of this, Blu-ray, DVD-wise, whatever you have to. But next over here, you got Tupac, Who Killed Tupac, which is a TV show that was on A&E, and it's like a documentary series on A&E talking about Tupac and how he died, and people trying to figure out who did it and why and all that kind of stuff. Is really kind of interesting. I'm still in the middle of actually watching that one. And of course, some of the other stuff that came out today was Legion, the complete first season, which I talked about at Best Buy, and this anime show called Blame. Never heard of this one before. I'm not really big into anime, but I know this was one of the things that was released today on DVD, and I think Best Buy might have had a Blu-ray of that one, if I'm not mistaken. And I think Archer Season 8 came out today, but I could be wrong on that one, guys. But it is pretty cool that they do have The Last Movie Star here on DVD. It's sad to say they don't have it on Blu-ray, and Best Buy and Target didn't seem like they had it anywhere. But this one was actually a really well done movie, and if you guys want to get one, make sure you guys get your hands on one of these. It was really cool. I was at the LA premiere of it not but a couple days ago, and I got to like hang out with Burt Reynolds himself, the Bandit, and you know, just chilling with him, talking with him for a few moments, you know, just about, you know, what different kind of things about his movie career, and you know, little things that you could talk to about in like 5-minute time period or so. And I went there with my friend Frankie. We got to hang out with the director Adam Rifkin and everything like that. One of the actors of the film, Clark Duke, I even got him on there for a quick little interview talking about the movie. It was just a really fun night, and that's what I wanted to say, guys. Make sure you guys check this one out, you know, digitally, anywhere you can. It's pretty fun. Alright guys, I'm back home now from hoarding up. Well, not really hoarding up, because I didn't buy anything today, because I already had the two main movies that came out today, the Star Wars, The Last Jedi, and of course, you know, The Last Movie Star. But I have a couple of movies here to talk to you guys about today and review, 4 Blu-rays here. But before I get into that, I just want to show you my my homeboy Ethan's very first school picture that he took with his class and everything like that. There's this one, and then there's like the ones, you know, with his classmates and stuff. I don't know, I like him holding his apple and everything. I love this boy right here. But yeah, let's get on to the reviews right here. The first one up is from Scream Factory. I got this one in a few weeks ago, and I just finally got around to watching it, and that is Gate 2. Of course, this is the sequel to the movie The Gate, and this one right here, I never really remembered watching as much as the original film. You know what I mean? The original one was always super cool to me, and this is the first time rewatching this one in many years, since like the first DVD of it came out. And it's pretty much about the story of Greg. No, is it Corey or Greg? I forgot his name now. Terry, sorry, Terry. I'm just thinking of something else now. Terry, the original nerd kid from the first one, who is this movie takes place like 2 years after the first film, and Terry is all up into sorcery still and trying to like figure out how to summon demons and stuff. And the house that all the craziness happened in the first film has been kind of vacant and abandoned for the last like 2 years, and he's just been trying to figure out, you know, what to do and how to summon these demons and things. And now he's going back into that house that's been abandoned for the last couple of years, and he's doing so. And as he's doing so, these group of like misfit kids, you know, come along and go in there and disturb the whole thing that he's doing, and all hell breaks loose. And this is them trying to figure out what are they going to do? What the hell has just happened? I like this one. This one was, you know, a lot more enjoyable you know, later on in life, after, you know, watching it after all these years. I thought it was just really kind of dark. It still has some nice little light humor to it when it comes to some of the teenagers in this film. The special effects in this movie were actually pretty damn, you know, well done in here, at least for the time, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Like the makeup effects and things. There's some of the effects are kind of weird, like when the monsters are like jumping around, you can like see the black shadows, you know, like following them around a little bit, you know, like, oh, computer animation from the 80s or 90s or whatever it was and stuff. But I thought this one was a lot of fun. This is of course the cover art that Shout Factory gives us, and if you turn this one around, I don't know, was this like the original art or something? Because I don't really dig this one. I kind of dig this one a lot more. This is the one I kind of remember the most from like my DVD covers and stuff of the film when it was released back in the day. I think like VHS wise, but that other one is kind of a whatever kind of cover. That's why it's probably the reversible cover on here. But on this Blu-ray, we get a new 2K scan of the film, new 2K restoration, new interviews in here with some of the cast and with some of the crew, still galleries, video promos and stuff, which is kind of cool. Like, coming, you know, for people that owned video stores back in the day, you get like video promos in here going, this is why you want this movie on your shelves. It's the highest rated horror movie of this year, blah 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 blah. Order as many copies as you can, and we might give you a free standee for your store. It's kind of cool how they had that on here. But that's the Gate 2 here on Blu-ray. If you have the first one on Blu-ray that I believe Lionsgate put out or whatever, definitely get this one to complete your collection. And next up over here, I got from Paramount a couple days ago. Kind of excited about this one because I grew up watching these guys' movies for a long time. And this is the new 40th anniversary edition of Cheech and Chong's Up in Smoke. I believe they're putting out Still Smoking on Blu-ray, but this is the very first time I believe this film has been released in HD. Really, really happy about it. This is like the quintessential stoner movie. You know, I'm not going to get into the story. It's just these two guys, you know, going on a pot trip and just going among their day, you know, pretty much. It's just a really, really super, you know, funny movie. Of course, it's about, you know, these two characters, and, you know, these Cheech and Chong, and, you know, how they started off, you know, doing stand-up and, like, you know, record comedy albums and turning it into movies and stuff, which is super cool. On this Blu-ray, you get a buttload of new special features on here. You get a making of special feature in here with interviews with Cheech and Chong, a new commentary track by Cheech Marin and the director. You also get some of the a couple of the special features from the last you know, edition of this film, and of course vintage radio spots. Like a handful of really good special features in here. I really like the making of, you know, the interviews on here, which was really kind of cool because we didn't get that on previous editions, you know, of this film. And I just want to let you guys all know that this is out now on Blu-ray. Super, super cool, man. Like I love Cheech and Chong. Not all their movies are great or anything like that, but Cheech and Chong's Up in Smoke is the classic one. You know, Still Smoking is cool, but there's a couple of other ones that are not as good, but like this one is just the classic to me right here. And next up, the last two up here are from MVD Home Entertainment, and the first one up right here is called My Friend Dahmer. I got a chance to watch this one last night. Of course, this is about Jeffrey Dahmer, you know, the serial killer and stuff, you know, the infamous guy that went around, you know, killing and doing all sorts of crazy stuff to people. But this one right here, it's not the story that you're used to seeing, like him going out killing people, doing all this kind of stuff that the people made in previous movies. This is a younger Jeffrey Dahmer. It features him in high school and how he sort of became, you know, the crazed killer that he became, and, you know, how crazy he was in high school, and why he became, you know, what he became, and how he has like a little dysfunctional family, and how people picked on him in school, and all sorts of stuff. It's like a really dark, depressing, you know, look into the life of the man and everything like that, and how his dad was like a chemist or something like that, and how he had this this little little hut in the middle of the woods where he would like get acid that his dad would give him, and like pick up roadkill off the street, dump acid in there just so he can see what the bones look like. He wants to see what the insides of like dead things look like. It was like really creepy. The actor that played Jeffrey Dahmer, holy shit, like, you know, he did a very good job in this movie. Like, I wouldn't want to see him on the street, you know, by myself anywhere, you know. Oh my god. But a lot of the actors in here did a very, very good job. Like the bullies, people picking on them, did a good job in here. You also get interview in here with Ross Lynch, a behind-the-scenes slideshow and a theatrical trailer. But if you like serial killer movies, definitely check this one out. It was actually pretty well done, in my opinion, right here. But this is put out by MVD Home Entertainment, My Friend Dahmer. And last but not least right here is another one from MVD Home Entertainment. And the only reason I wanted to see this one is because, you know, they have a wrestler in here, one of my favorite ones who I met years ago, Mick Foley, who also known as Dude Love and Cactus Jack, and this is a film called Chokeslam. This movie is pretty much about this young kid named Corey, who's going to his high school reunion, and he knows that the love of his life that he always was in love with in school is going to be there, and he wants to, like, you know, set things right, because a long time ago he did something, and something went horribly wrong, and he's been kind of, you know, really depressed over it after all these years. And she's going to be in town, but yet now she's like a super popular wrestling star and everything like that, and you know, she has all this stuff going on in her life, and it's just pretty much him, you know, trying to interact with her and to see what could happen. I thought it had some funny moments in here. It definitely didn't really keep my interest throughout the film or anything like that. It felt like it was just a little bit too long. It could have been edited down a little bit. This is just me, you know, looking at it through the eyes of a person that just watches movies all the time. It just felt a little bit long, in my opinion. The acting in here was fine. It just, I don't know, I thought it had a lot more potential they had with the story of here. Because when I was looking at the trailer and looking at this, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be kind of like a Ready to Rumble, you know, kind of movie. You know how like David Arquette did and everything like that. I was just like, oh man, I was waiting for like a movie to give me that kind of feeling like that I had watching Ready to Rumble. Nope. Nothing like that. And you only get Mick Foley in there for like 1 or 2 scenes, maybe like 8 minutes, 10 minutes of the whole movie he's here. But that's Chokeslam. It's just okay. Nothing super amazing, but that's all I can really say about it. But you do get put a little special featurette on here, making of, and then of course a theatrical trailer. But that's all I have to talk to you guys about today for this Hoarding Up video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you guys haven't seen it yet, check out my last video. Link will be in the top of the description box, where I hang out with Burt Reynolds and get to talk to, you know, Clark Duke from the star of the film. He's also in Sex Drive and what's it called, Hot Tub Time Machine. I also got to, you know, talk to and hang out with Adam Rifkin, and it was just a really fun night. Make sure you guys check out that video, link down below, and I'll see you guys all next time. I gotta go and catch a train today. Woo!